Hello crafty friends, today I'm going to show you how I sublimate 11-ounce mug and what tools I use that help me make this a success every single time. So the things I've used today is 11-ounce mug, sublimation printer, sublimation paper, heat tape, an X-Acto knife, a metal ruler, silicone wrap, an oven or air fryer, a thermometer, and a pair of heat gloves. First, I pull my design into Silhouette Studio. The size of this design is 230 by 96 millimeters. To print this file, I have to save it as a PDF and upload it to a program called Affinity. The reason for this is that I have a sublimation color profile set up in Affinity to help me achieve the best colors or as close to what you can see on the screen. If you haven't used it before, Silhouette Studio is great software to use for creating designs. There are plenty tutorials on YouTube and it's free. I'll leave the link in the description below. Once I've pulled the image into Affinity, I choose Sublimation as the profile and I select my sublimation printer, which is the Epson EcoTank 1810. Always remember to select mirror image before printing. This is my Epson EcoTank 1810. This was a normal printer to start off with, but I converted it to a sublimation printer by adding sublimation ink instead of normal ink. Even though this printer is the entry level of the Epson EcoTanks, it prints amazing and the ink lasts a very long time. I prefer using an X-Acto knife and metal ruler to trim my designs. I feel the cut is more accurate than using a normal paper trimmer. You can use a normal paper trimmer if that's what you prefer. Keep in mind that the lighter your design is, the harder it will be to see where to cut. The unicorn PNG file I used in this design is from Creative Fabrica. I added a pink detail background and personalized it in Canva. I'll leave the links to these amazing websites and software in the description below. For this project, I'm using an 11-ounce ceramic mug. It is important to make sure there is no dust or fluff on your mug before adding your design. When adding my design, I make sure the paper touches the bottom and that it is spaced evenly. Make sure to pull it firm, then add the heat tape to both ends from top to bottom. To make sure no air can be trapped inside, I use a felt edge scraper and run it down the sides where the tape and paper meets. Next, I use a piece of butcher paper that I cut to size. This is to protect any ink from transferring to the silicone mold that I use. You can also use baking paper or even regular copy paper. And now we get to the item that I consider as one of my secret weapons, the 11-ounce mug silicone wrap. I know I will not achieve the same results without it. Just wrap it around the mug, pull it firmly until it clicks in place. It is that easy. I put my mug upright in the middle of the oven. My oven is set at 190 degrees Celsius and I will set my timer for 7 minutes. I do consider my oven as my other secret weapon, as I've never been able to achieve these great results in a normal mug press. My oven has an air fryer function as well, but I've only used the oven function for this. I also have a thermometer just to make sure the temperature is the same. Another benefit of using this method is that I'm able to get the design much closer to the ear of the mug. I was never able to do this in the mug press without getting faded edges. I can't tell you how much stock I've wasted in the past due to faded edges or ghosting. It's a great feeling now to know that every mug I press will be perfect. One thing I forgot to mention is due to the fact that it is winter in New Zealand at the moment, my mugs are extremely cold. I preheat it in the microwave for 60 seconds before adding the image. Always remember to use heat-resistant gloves when removing your mug from the oven. Now comes the fun part, unwrapping your project. I do apologize for the poor light. And here is a final look at the finished project. I'm really happy with how this turned out. No fading or ghosting. All the items used in today's video will be linked in the description below. If you got value from this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future videos. Feel free to leave any questions or comments in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.